Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
My yellow, I'm the
drop following a pickup of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short.
Going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's George. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Yellow. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Right here.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun is Trubisky, airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First on travel. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, echo.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready? 90 Wolf. Protein spill. Boys, 58, 58, Mike. I got you. Go.
Trubisky will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
56. Attack, attack! Right there, 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. You gonna take? Hey, 15. Check it back, check it back.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
43, 15.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yellow. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 43.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Set the tone, defense. Hey, 15. Grace don't travel.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14.
Penny, a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's George. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Delta, hurry. 5.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
That's it. And the pressure gets to him again.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
55.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That was Rashad Penny. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Got it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
26 months. 65. Sunday.
Now Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lloyd. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
58 to Mike. Bam. Alpha.
Now Trubisky on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes firing complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And a Cowboy first down.
Blue dog Corker. Safety creek. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now it's Penny. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burgess. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch out.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They begin the drive to Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Now Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Smith here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Trubisky to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Traquan Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. They got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
53, check the box track. Here we go.
Mahomes to throw once more. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
64,
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. We can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Stop your whining.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58, right over there,
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's George. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Mahomes now to throw.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it.
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 50, the 30, and he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
7. Let it go. 58 to Mike. Get it.
Now it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
On the ready. 58 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, 22 jet bomber. 5.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Coming this way. Here we go. 58.
One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year.